The reason for this part of the practice is just because we all know that we spend most of our time during our day moving from one place or one space to the other. And so when we need to go to the kitchen, that becomes the most important part. We forget about the steps that we take in arriving at the kitchen, at the dining room, at the bedroom, at the bathroom, at the garden. That becomes the end. And then as we make the journey there, we think about all sorts of different things. We relive events from the past or something in the future. And the mind, it begins its chatter and conversation. But maybe from this moment onwards, we will begin to learn how to use every movement that we make as an opportunity to step outside of the thought stream into these banks of the stream where there is kindness, where there is wisdom, where there is understanding, where there is patience, and where we will find new ways in which to deal with the world around us, with the people around us, with the events around us, always centered in this space of stillness, often falling back into the thought stream, inevitably. But that's why we call this a practice, because we are not meant to be perfect. In this part of the practice, if your body is comfortable, we will do a practice which I often associate with the rising of the immune system. It's a practice that will help us with our immune system. And I'll just talk you into it. I'll just give you a little bit of background. You've obviously heard many facilitators, many books, many teachers talk about the relationship between meditation and health and well-being. And I'll give you my interpretation of it. I've come to understand that everything we worry about, even the stress that we experience, having too many thoughts, to do too many things at one particular point in time, that's what stress is, isn't it? There might be about many different simple tasks that you need to do, but when you think about them, when you think about doing them all at one particular point in time, that becomes stressful. And when we experience stress, when we experience worry, frustration, it has a significant effect on the body because of the connection between the body and the mind. And if your mind is wondering what I'm talking about, have you noticed how when you're nervous about something, I don't know, some of us have problems speaking publicly, for example, or maybe when it comes time to pay taxes or do your tax returns, you feel uneasy in your stomach. And that's the connection between the mind and the body, butterflies in the stomach. When you feel angry, your teeth begin to grind, your heart begins to beat faster, your muscles begin to tense. That's the connection between the mind and the body. And so over the years, over the months, we've come to keep these pockets of tightness within our body, so it almost feels normal. We don't even realize it anymore. And so my voice is going to take you through a practice called the body scan, where we will go through different parts of the body just to experience the life within us. And just as we began earlier on today, I told you we'll make this our first practice. We'll be beginners. we'll be beginners in today's practice, and so we will experience our bodies for the first time. We're so used to thinking about our heart, thinking about our hands, thinking about our arms and our muscles, and so little time experiencing them. And so in today's practice, we will experience the life within our bodies. And so let us begin. I forgot to say that if you're a more visual person, then when I refer you to a particular body part, you can bring into your mind's eye a light. It can be the same light that's coming in through the windows around you. You can already feel the light falling upon your skin. We're just experiencing the light as perhaps becoming more focused, more concentrated, brighter, more intense, bathing that particular part of the body. And we'll allow this light to contain different qualities: soothing, comforting, a light of ease, a light of healing. And as we bring ease to our body, as we release the tension and the tightness, we will find our immune systems once again resurfacing. And our immune system is nothing other than the intelligence that is contained within every cell in our body, because we've stopped pushing against it, we've stopped pushing it down, and so it resurfaces almost like a balloon in water, a balloon that until now has been held underneath the surface. And there's a lot of tension and tightness in holding it underneath. What we are going to do is just let go and release so that the balloon can once again surface, this balloon called our immune system. And so we'll bring our attention to our foreheads, inviting this light of awareness to bathe the skin around our foreheads, almost as though you feel your foreheads brightening up, and this light bathing it from outside and within. Within meaning the skin, the bone, the eyebrows. And just like light, we feel it spreading throughout the surfaces around our heads, all the way into the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, the whole scalp bathed in this light of awareness that seems to loosen the skin, allowing our hair follicles to breathe again. You can almost feel your nose and eyes drop as they begin to relax, your ears as well, all connected to the surfaces around your head. And this light gravitating, just like the force of gravity, gravitating downwards through the bone into that region where the brain sits. The whole brain beginning to brighten and illumine itself. We release the need to think. We release the need to give any work at all to the brain as we simply rest and balance our bodies. This light of awareness spreading into that region in front of the brain where the eyes are, the pressure within the eyes balancing itself, the muscles behind the eyes loosening themselves, the eyelids, the ears, the facial muscles, gravitating downwards through the neck and into the shoulders. A warm and comfortable massage reaching into the muscles of your shoulders, down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Inching its way into your chest, your upper back, all the vital organs in between, downwards into the stomach, the muscles around the stomach loosening themselves, and then beginning to notice your breathing process through the rising and the falling of the stomach wall. And see if you can bring your attention to the way in which the skin and the muscle around the stomach wall, how it stretches and rises as you breathe in, and how it contracts and falls as you exhale, enjoying the opportunity to observe the rhythm and the play of this process we call breathing. This light of awareness bathing this whole region, including all the intestines within the digestive system, and then gravitating downward into the pelvic region, the hips, the bone, the other regions underneath us, down into the legs, the knees, down the calves, the ankles, becoming aware of the whole body, bathed in this light of awareness, this light of ease, this light that brings comfort, that brings kindness, and allowing into every cell within our body. Our bodies becoming a living, breathing, light of awareness. In a moment, you will hear the sound of the final bell in today's practice. But as always, we remind ourselves that this is in fact the beginning, a new beginning. Having tapped into this space of awareness, having tapped into the stillness, the kindness, the awareness, the presence, we will bring the stillness with us, this kindness with us, and observe as the day unfolds before us. Just like a blooming flower, petal by petal, not becoming impatient, but enjoying the beauty as each petal unfolds before us. Understanding the importance of every petal in the unfolding of the beauty that we call our lives. Releasing the need to judge any event, any experience as incomplete or unimportant. I want to thank you all for joining me in the practice. I truly enjoyed it as always.